What is it like this again? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you today a confession I had to make. It took me a while. I've read a lot of books within these past 2 years, and I'll be rating them with little explanation. But the star rating is 1 to 5, and 5 is the best and 1 is the worst. But since it's my first time making these type of videos, I think I should start out with this one. You've reached Sam. Not only was the cover calling me, but also just everything about it. We have Sam and Julie. It's a very cute romance. They're like in love, they fell in love in school, all that stuff. They're just fighting for their love until he dies. And she wants to talk to him so bad one more time, which she does, but it doesn't really explain how their connection was happening. I believe it's some type of magic, some type of something else. I don't think she was hallucinating, or like, I guess she doesn't want to tell nobody because then that would cut off their connection, and that's the predicament she's in. She wants to say goodbye, but she doesn't want to say goodbye. Like, she wants to say goodbye later, not right now. She just wishes him back. She misses him the most now, but they loved each other, so like, he just left her. But the whole point is just learning how to cope with it. But instead we got something different, something nobody talked about, like the real stuff. But it's also because it's just a young adult, so why would they go that deep in? So that's why I give this a 4 stars. It didn't make me cry because I feel like we take things for granted a lot, and love is something beautiful that we have to cherish. All these little moments, because you never know what happens. It's scary, but it's still good. So it's just a cute story, and I like the setting, and I like the friends, and I like all the other little things. So that's why I'm not saying a lot of details, because I think it should be enough. Not only is the cover beautiful, which they say don't judge the book by its cover, but that's why I judged it and I got it because I had to. And then it's his first novel, and I feel like there's always room for improvement, so I think there'd be something better than this in the future by him, by the author. So yeah, I actually love it. 4 stars. 4 stars again, like I said. Another book I liked a lot. A classic sort of love story. This reminds me a lot of the show You. I didn't watch all of You, but I just know it's about a stalker that loves someone, apparently. But I think that type of love is toxic, and that's exactly what they have. Well, kind of, because the girl, Delilah, the main character, she doesn't like Logan. Logan comes up as that creepy guy. He's like, oh, my poor Delilah, don't worry, I'll take care of you, baby girl. But she's like, boy, I barely met you. So yeah, this was good. So Delilah is just, everyone thinks she's a shy girl. Plot twist, I'm not gonna spoil it all. She kills her stepdad that was abusing her and her mom. She's a badass. But there's more to Delilah than what you see, the little innocent girl. And Logan finds that out. He tries to blackmail her, and that's when it gets twisted. She's like, I don't like you. Why can't you get to like the point? And then she's like, maybe I should like pretend I like him, and let's see what happens. She has to save herself from being blackmailed because she don't want to go to jail, obviously, and her mom's hurting. So I'm gonna be quiet there. Y'all can read the rest. I think I spoiled enough already. I give this book a 5 star. I love it so much. It's one of my favorites. This one I didn't annotate, but I don't think it should matter because I read another book by her that I did annotate. Just gonna grab it real quick. And that is Dial A for Aunties. Same author here, Jessica Sutanto. I need her to send me another book so I can fall in love quickly. But this one is categorized as cozy mystery. I give this a 5 stars. I did read the second book by her. I didn't like it as much because it was basically this, but in a different setting over there in Oxford. But this is just 4 crazy aunts trying to save Medi. Sorry, it's because like I'm trying to remember everything, which I did annotate a lot. It's my favorite, one of my favorite books, literally 5 stars. And it's 5 stars for me because I like to hear everybody's little jokes. It's very funny, and it has second chance romance, so it's a mixed genre subplot romance. The things that she killed her blind date, and now she has to figure out how to fix it. But she's gonna fix it because she has 4 good aunts that care about her, and I like that family center sometimes. You know, we like that. So yeah, and she's a wedding photographer, and I just like to learn about different things, and I feel like I learned a little bit more inside of like families that aren't like mine, which is really cool. I got to learn a lot in this book, and I got to see a lot in this book, like emojis in this book. It was really fun. That's crazy, emojis in books, what? Like, I got used to emojis on my phone. That emojis in book to me was like jaw-breaking. Yeah. And I'm already starting to sweat, girl. Another book that I read again was I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. This one I relate to a little too much. But the thing is that my sister didn't die, so that's good. Basically it's about a sister that dies, and she finds out, oh, she had a double life, but there's more to it. And I think that's where I want to leave it, because I don't want to spoil anything, because this is a young adult. I think it's actually suitable for everybody. Well, also what like other young adult books are like suited for everyone, but this one I think everyone should read it because there's a lot you can learn, and it definitely stands out. Like, no wonder it got the National Book Award. I'm sorry, got a little piece of lip there. But yeah, this one's really good. I mean, look at me. I am the daughter that wants to learn things, always learning. So this book was really good for me. I read this initially in 8th grade, but I read it again last year. So it's like a little warm-up, like a little refresh every time I read it. Like, oh, I'm being remembered that I am good enough. So that's what I liked about that book. A book I hated. Oh wait, that book, by the way, it's 4 stars. This one, The Spanish Love Deception. I gave this book 3 stars. I hated seeing people like loving this book. It was bothering me. I've watched novellas. I like a slow burn, but no, this is just worse than that. This is unnecessarily slow. And Aaron, he's the type of guy you want if you're toxic, or if you're like delusional and love men like that. So I just couldn't. To me, he was annoying. I'm talking about fictional men, by the way. I don't want to offend anyone. Miss girl over here, Catalina Martin, she got no personality. Her whole personality is that man. Like, okay, girl. But it's just unnecessarily long, and this could have been way shorter and way better. And instead of annoying me with his big blue eyes and rock hard abs or whatever, I just finished it because I had hope. I always give a book a chance. Like, you know, it's a 3 stars because it made me laugh because of how bad it was. But hey, she did better than me. Like, she found a hot guy, so am I mad? not really. Another book I have that I read was The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. I absolutely love this one. 5 stars. I was gonna save it for Valentine's Day because it's based on a kind of reminded me of the Happy Death Day, right? Happy Death Day, when the person keeps waking up, and it's like, well, who the fuck is killing me? This one's like that, and said that her boyfriend cheats on her, and she's trying to figure out like what? It's Valentine's Day, he cheated on me. What am I gonna do now with my life? And she figures that out because she keeps waking up again, and it's Valentine's Day again, and she notices she doesn't like him no more. She notices she likes this new guy that she keeps crashing in with, and that's where I'm gonna leave it because I spoiled it enough already. But I loved it. And I'm gonna flip it around. This one's 5 stars. Like I said, flip it around. That's better than the movies. I don't have this one with me. I let a friend borrow it, but it's my favorite book. One of my favorites. I also give that a 5 stars. It is definitely better than the movies. I prefer that book over real movies. This one's about Liz. She wants to go to, well, she's going to prom, right? She wanted to go. She goes to prom, and she also figures out the guy that she kept stealing the parking spot, or they would have little fights, that she likes him. So that's good. I gave that a 5 star as well, and this one's a 5 star as well. If I had to pick which book I like more, probably this one. So yeah, I like that one too. Another book I read, this is a little spicy one. Should I just read down the back? She's about to make a deal with the college bad boy, shades and everything. And yeah, so I'm looking at the back like all the other ones that I must read. I only read this one. There was a typo, and this is kind of interesting. The guy is like, in his little frat boy group, they call girls puck bunnies or something like that, and I was like, I don't really like that, but the rest of the plot is good. Of course, it's not gonna be that deep. It's a little smut one, so it did what it had to do. That's where I'm gonna leave it at, and I gave this one a 5 stars. So yeah, I give it 5 stars. Y'all could look up the trigger warnings if y'all want. It is for mature audience in my head. But it could have been better, but I'm still gonna give 5 stars because it did what it had to do, and I kind of related to it. Another book I read, this is one of my favorites, and I can't wait to read more things by her because I don't have TikTok, and I don't really have anywhere else where I look at books. I just grab them. I'm just like, let's see if this one's a chance. You know, I don't want to let nobody really influence me. The reason why I'm making this video is just to influence you, actually. So I think that's funny, but I don't know. Let's just continue. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins. Read or rate? But oh my god, she ate and left no crumbs. This one was so good. I actually read this during a snowstorm, and I kept reading it. Sorry y'all, it's so hot. I kept reading it because it's so good. Every page was, I was just so hungry. I was like, it's pasta, you know. This one, I give this a I'm looking at the other books and I'm like, I don't know. I want to be generous with my 5 stars because it is about, like, I read this throughout 2 years or whatever. I give this a 5 stars. It was good. There was a lot of plot twists, and I like how it's very inclusive, and it talks about stuff that happened in the past. I believe this is literary fiction, which is really good. It kind of opens your eyes, and it's giving Marilyn Monroe vibes, but more. And the plot twist is that she actually likes a girl, And I love the quote about intimacy. Intimacy is like when you trust someone. I have to look it up and I'll like insert it somewhere. I was like, that's what I meant. I really like that. That really stuck with me. Like I don't remember exactly, but I remember what I read, and it just really meant a lot. Like, this book was good. It was so vivid. I feel like I was there. And so it's not all about Evelyn, but it ties in with I believe the reporter, the editorial that was writing the article on her. They're somehow linked. There's a reason why Evelyn Hugo, she's now older now, and she's making an article about her life. There's a reason why she chose that writer, and that writer will find out later at the end of the book why. It's just beautiful. It's a 5-star read. I don't even know why I hesitated to give it 5 stars when I should already know 5 stars automatically. It's worth it. Y'all should read it. Another book I read this during testing times. It did make me cry, but I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It's about Finch and Violet. Violet tries to kill herself because of her sister that died. And Finch, I'm not gonna even finish. You just gotta read it. This is a 4 stars. It's so sad. I read this too young, I think. But it's so sad. I get a 4 stars. I think everyone should read it too. It's just something you have to. It's like heart-wrenching. That's the word I'm looking for. Something else I read. Ooh, y'all might hate me. This was 2 years ago. My friend recommended me this. She was like, yeah, you should read it. It's really good. I feel like y'all seen this everywhere. Well, at least I've seen this on YouTube. It always comes up, and like people, they either hate it or they love it. I don't like it. Too predictable, and I just didn't like it. I wish I could return the books. I want my credit back. I want my money back because this was hard to read. I just got cringe. I wish. This is why, I don't know. this motivated me from keeping on reading. Like, I was like, this is shit. But just kidding. I know there's like great authors out there, but her books are not for me. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. I give these 0 stars. And then another book I read. I ended up finishing this one like not so long ago. Here we go. Catherine Center. I love this book. I like it because it's actually bigger than other books. Not the free taco. Cringe. But yeah, so she's basically a bodyguard, and her, oh my god, the first like beginning of the book, it just jumps right in. Her ex-boyfriend breaks up with her, and he's like, you're a bad kisser, and she's like, took that offense. She's like, ouch, that kind of burned. She was basically called boring, and she's like, well, watch, I'm not gonna be boring. And her grandma just died. I believe it was her grandma. And I was like, damn, like it was fucked up to laugh. Like, damn, like to top it off, your boyfriend breaks up with you. That's horrible. And so basically, her boss tells her, well, you gotta go do a mission for this Jack Stapleton. And then she's like, oh really? Do I really gotta do that mission? She doesn't want to, but then she ends up doing it, and guess what? She ends up liking the guy. But there's more to it, because the guy's like, you should disguise as my girlfriend. And she's like so stubborn, but Hannah Brooks, you're most likely gonna fold like anyone else. So you gotta read it. It's a 5-star read. At first for me it was like a 4.3, but it gradually started like getting higher, and then I got to a 5. So yeah, I finished this like 2 weeks ago, and it was worth it, and it's a good one. This one I kept putting down and getting back up for it, because I don't know, I feel like I had to be slow with this one. I felt like for me it moved too fast. But yeah, I learned a lot of good words on this one too. A lot of like insight on the bodyguard world. So there we go. And another one. Oh, I think this is gonna be my last one. Oh wait, no, let me grab this one instead. This one was the sad one to me. I'm just gonna read the back actually. You can spot the girls who have it easy. This resonated too much with me in the beginning. But basically what I'm trying to say, this was beautifully written. It made me cry. Get emotional. She just did really good with this book, and I don't even want to talk about it because I think that me giving it 5 stars, you should just read it automatically. Just read it. If you're doing something, always ask for help, regardless. But if you want to read it, go ahead. But it's good for young adults. It's like a little glimpse. If it's taboo for you to talk about feelings and everything, or whatever you're going to something, I think this is a really good book to like open your eyes, kinda. So yeah, you should read it. 5 stars. And another book I read. Well, actually, this one's actually the one that I'm gonna start reading. Well, I was supposed to start reading it, but a lot of things have happened in my little life, so I'm gonna start reading this. I got it recommended last year, but I just decided to pick it up to right now. Another book I've read. We're gonna end with this one actually. This is her debut novel. Actually, so I got this at Target. I saw that it had the Good Morning America book club, and I was like, oh, nice. I wasn't pretty impressed, but the reason why I got it is because I was looking at the inside. I was like, where's the summary? And then I was like, in the inside, and I saw this. He was the great love of my life, despite his penchant for going incommunicado. He was far as I and everyone else would tell, perfectly happy, which is significant because on New Year's Eve he killed himself. And here is one thing you should know about me: I found him. No, I'm not okay. So I'm gonna tell you my 3 things too. First of all, she finds him again, not alive obviously, but through doing everything by herself, she finds him. She has to gain clarity and closure, and her happiest gift is yet to come from him. So she'll still keep a piece of him. I'm not telling you everything, lol. It takes grief to another level, to be honest. If you're going through something, I don't recommend reading this, or you can read it, but you are gonna cry for sure. It goes through like the process of loss, and oh my god, this is 5-6 star read if I could do it. I'm really looking forward to read more books by her. Oni. I'm gonna name my kid that next thing you know, because this book is really good. I think this also makes you cherish the moments and everything they have with everyone, and it makes you think like, damn, everyone is going through something. And like, it was just beautifully written, the imagery, and I like how it did flashbacks and then it took you back to the future, and it's like progressively going. Every page you read, it was good, beautifully written, beautiful imagery. It was like I was there. It was a movie. It was the best movie I watched in my brain. And yeah, it's good. I feel bad for her. Well, not her husband. It's her husband sadly passed away, but she gets through it, and I'm proud of her. And I'm proud because at the end, and it's his. But there's more to it. That's why I think you should read it. That's why I think I had to do that. Oh well. Yeah, 5 stars for sure. It's a good one. It made me think, damn, I do have feelings, which is a good thing. I'm a good human. Not perfect, but I'm good. And these are the books that I'm gonna read, gifted by my friend. It's called The Great and the Terrible Beauty, and I'm glad she got it because both of us we like it's giving pick me. Gemma Doyle, isn't like other girls. Girls with impeccable manners who speak when spoken to, who remember their station, and who will lie back and think of England when it's required of them. So yeah, we're gonna read this. I like it already called Pick Me Girl, and it was funny as fuck, and lol. Can't wait to read it. And then like the other book I was talking about, The Summer of Broken Rules. It's summer. I need to read it. It's about damn time. I passed on last summer, I believe. I think I should read it now. I think it was last summer. When I met you in the summer. But no, but yeah, I have to read it. And yeah, I think that's it for today. Again with the same. I hope you like this video. It's my first time, so I'm sorry if I'm nervous or whatever, or if, like I said, I'm not giving such a good explanation. Hopefully later I will improve. I don't really like doing notes and speaking. It doesn't feel natural to me. So yeah, hope you liked it. I will link in the description everything else that you want to know, especially the books. And yeah, that's about it. Bye.